Jimmy Foxx. I was pitching one day when my glasses clouded up on me. I took them off to polish them. When I looked up to the plate, I saw Jimmy Foxx. The sight of him terrified me so much that I haven't been able to wear glasses since. From Lefty Gomez. Jimmy Foxx had a spectacular career. He played in over 2,300 games, over 8,000 at-bats, 2,600 hits, and, of course, known for his home run, 534 over the course of his career. He chipped in 1,922 RBIs and even 87 stolen bases. Jimmy Foxx was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1951. Not only is he a Hall of Famer, he was a 3-time MVP, he won the Triple Crown, 9 All-Star appearances, 2 batting titles, and of course, 2 World Series championships. And let's take a look back at the career of Hall of Famer Jimmy Foxx from the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
A fearsome power hitter whose strength earned him the moniker The Beast, Jimmy Foxx was the anchor of an intimidating Philadelphia Athletics lineup that produced pennant winners from 1929 to 1931. The second batter in history to top 500 home runs, Foxx belted 30 or more homers in a record 12 consecutive seasons and drove in more than 100 runs 13 consecutive years, and that included a career-best 175 with Boston in 1938. He won back-to-back MVP awards in 1932 and 33, capturing the Triple Crown the latter season. Foxx was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1951.
Jimmy Foxx played in an era where players didn't move around too much. In 1924, he was purchased by the Philadelphia Athletics. In 1935, he was traded by the Athletics to the Boston Red Sox. And then in 1942, he was selected off waivers by the Chicago Cubs. 2 years later, he was released by the Cubs, and then he would play in his final season with the Philadelphia Phillies. Jimmy Foxx does have a card in Perfect Team 23. It is a 93 rated diamond card, but don't let that low diamond number fool you. He has been an all-star on the teams he has played on, especially at the lower leagues. And yes, Jimmy Foxx is a member of the Rocky Mountain Gladiators. He's been on the team since 2026, in his 5th season now with Rocky Mountain. Of course, he played at the top of his game in his first season at the silver level, and since then has kind of had more of a declining role on the team. He has hit over 100 home runs in his career here, with 289 RBIs up to the present moment. And welcome to Simulation Gaming Digital Realities Genesis Series. I hope you enjoy the episode. Well, hello again. I hope you guys had a wonderful 4th of July for all the Americans out there. And we're off into a new league, a new week. Let's see where our Gladiators are on this first day. League-wise, it is April 18th, 2030. Wow, it's like we're in an alternate universe. 2030, 8 years from now. What are you going to be doing? Probably still playing OOTP, except you'll be playing OOTP 31. Yeah, it's been a crazy weekend. Canada Day weekend here. We had a long weekend. You guys had a long weekend. This is segment 1. Thanks for tuning in, and special thanks to my new subscribers. I noticed I had a few new subscribers, a few new comments on video number 1. So yeah, thanks for going back and watching some of those older videos. My presentation, the style has changed quite a bit since video 1. And I'm hoping you're enjoying the intros to some of the videos where we look back on some of these classic, historical Major League players. We are in Gold 303. Where are you? Leave a comment. Which league are you in? Is anyone watching this video in Gold 303? Take a look at the standings right now. If we do not come close to the playoffs, I would consider that a failure. We should have a playoff contender. If we don't make it, I'm fine, but we definitely should be in the upper half of the league. Mind you, the last time in Gold, not as many teams had the better players yet. Now it's been 3 weeks since we were in Gold. I'm sure a lot of these Gold teams have acquired those top-level talented players. We are 5-7. Let's take a look at the expanded stats. We are in the, again, North. I want to call it North, but I know it's National Conference Central Division. Exactly where we were in a Diamond last week with 4 American teams, the San Diego Spurs, the Point Place Basement Dwellers. Well, hey, you're not a basement dweller now, you're in second. Bronx Bombers, and the Sacramento Sturgeon. Again, it's really early in the season, so I don't put a lot of weight into these stats, but San Diego Spurs look like one of the class teams, with a Canadian team, the Halifax Blackbirds, and on the other side, the Manoa Islanders. So we have 3 teams that are starting to kind of separate themselves from the rest of the league. Promotion-wise, the bottom teams have 3 wins or less. We have 5 wins. I'm not concerned about that. I highly doubt we will be relegated unless the Pythagorean, kind of kicks us to a lot more losses than we should have. I think we're pretty safe to stay in Gold or hopefully even move up, but only 4 teams are going to be promoted. I'm not sure if we're going to be one of those 4 teams. Pitching wise, not a very good start other than Mr. R.A. Dickey, who's kind of carrying the team on his back. He has the only 2 wins of our starters. So I'm going to move things around a little bit just to shake things up. And let's go with that. R.A., you move to the number 1 position. One kind of strategy, and I don't know, you guys can comment on this as well, is sometimes if a starting pitcher is not in their proper slot 1, 2, or 3, they don't perform as well. So sometimes it's a matter of finding the ideal slot for them. For instance, R.A. Dickey was doing well as the number 4 guy. Now that I moved him to number 1, is he all of a sudden going to tank? Or does that not really matter in this game? I always found it did make a difference. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. Slotting starters, does that make a difference? Bullpen-wise, what's up with Zach Britton? That's all I've got to say. He only has pitched 4 innings, but that's one of the highest ERAs I've seen out of a Diamond closer. Come on, Zach, kick it into gear. Mariano's doing really well. He might get a chance at the closing position. In fact, we're going to put him secondary as a closer. Everyone else, still way too early to tell. Hitter-wise, if we take a quick look at the stats, again, I always like to rank by WAR. I know that's not the best indicator. Some like to go with some of these other stats, but I'll go with WAR. Freddie Freeman, leading the team in WAR, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, a .464 average. And again, I don't have him as a starter against lefties. I do have him in the number 5 slot against the righties. So he's not playing every game, but it looks like he is getting a lot of playing action. So either we're facing a lot of right-handed pitchers, or he's coming in to pinch hit a lot against lefties. Where is he against lefties? Yeah, he's not a starter, but he's doing really well. I'm happy with Freddie so far. Kevin Kiermaier, second in WAR, and our only other positive WAR player is Jim Gentile. Again, we'll give it a few more sims to see how these guys shake out. On the negative side, who's our lowest WAR guy? We've got a few guys, Shoeless Joe, Nolan, and Jimmy. Eventually, I do want to replace Shoeless Joe. And you can see he hasn't started off gold very well. Nolan, I'll probably keep at least as a bench guy for his defense. And Jimmy Foxx, a lot of people have Jimmy Foxx. I'm sure there's a lot of Jimmy Foxxes. Let's do a quick check. I'm going to say there are 14 Jimmy Foxxes in our league right now. Let's check it out. Well, I might have been underestimating. Look at all the Jimmy Foxxes. Now, all of them might not be starting, but it looks like from this short little thumb through, most of them are. Jimmy Foxx is one of those meta first basemen. He may not be the best first baseman on the defensive side, but a lot of people have him, just like Hank Aaron. I'm betting if I check Hank, there's just as many in our league. Yeah. One of those meta players, a lot of teams have Hank Aaron, as they should. He's a definite must. Even at the perfect level, I'm sure most teams have him. All right, that's all I wanted to cover in this first segment. This video will just have the 2 segments. We'll do one more segment late Tuesday, then we'll get that video up. So you're probably seeing this or watching this at the earliest Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Let's open a few packs. That's one of the most enjoyable things. I need you guys to bring back that pack luck that you had in previous episodes. We have a reevaluation of players as well, so hopefully your guys went up rather than down. I haven't checked mine yet. Hey, that's going to get us an air horn. 2 platinum. I noticed they put a low iron weekly league up. So every week there's going to be a low iron. I think it's all cards 47 or under. Maybe it's 49 or under. I probably won't enter because that uses one of your perfect draft slots. Probably just going to ignore that for now until they have dailies. And Ozzie Smith, that's definitely a good bronze league player. Yeah, I'm happy with that, Paul. Thanks, guys, for bringing me a couple platinums. Not much here. Bunch of live players, including a close-up. Wow, I feel like he's right in front of me. Travis Jankowski. Need to step back there a little bit, buddy. I like the flow, though. You got a nice flow going. We'll go 2 more packs. There's a gold. Thank you, guys. You brought your stuff today, and this time it is Michael Brantley. We'll sell you off, but hey, that's 1,000 perfect points. I'm betting there's not a lot of demand for him now. Well, I guess we're going to put him at the lowest sell order at 1333. See if we sell him. One more pack. I'm going to call for a bronze 64 live. Bronze 64 live. And, well, we did get a silver, and we got 3 bronzes. So again, that wasn't exactly right, but it's better to set the bar low and hope you get something better. So it looks like Rodriguez may have been gold last week because he dropped 8 points. And let's just take a quick look. He's selling for about 144, so let's put a lower number in. And sorry if I'm undercutting anyone that has him up. That's how the market works if you want a little bit better than a quick sell. That's it, guys, for this segment. We will see you in a few moments with the last segment of this video. Go Gladiators. Come on. Let's get over 500 for the next segment. And just before I go, cutting back in here for a second, little bonus segment 1 coverage. Wanted to show you my players and who moved up. We're not going to go through all of them. We're just going to go through some of those higher level players. Something you should always check at the beginning of each month. Every first Monday of the month, OOTP reevaluates the live players. So if you go to Manage Cards, and I like to filter by live because those are the only ones that get adjusted. And then if you can remember where they were previously, for instance, Kevin Gaussman was not a perfect. But since I owned him, he went up 19 points. So he was an 81 gold and he jumped up to a perfect. Wow. That's a huge jump. Other than that, Zach Wheeler stayed the same. AJ Minter also jumped up from a 91. He went up to perfect as well. It's not reflected on the card art yet because sometimes you have to refresh the card shop data. Let's see if that fixed it. Not yet, but he is a perfect card. So great, that helps. Not sure if I'm going to put him in my lineup, but with those numbers, I think he deserves to be there. Alvarez also, I think, went up to a perfect. Yeah, he went up to a perfect. He went up 8 points. So he was at a 92 based on those numbers. So 3 guys went up from a gold or diamond to the perfect level. My diamonds, Louis Arez, he went up to 98. So he's on his way to a perfect. Josh Hader went up as well. Quality bullpen guy. He's at a 98. And I think that's about it. Clay Holmes, who was a bronze at the beginning of the season, and then went up to silver, and now is up to a gold. So yeah, he was at a 60 at one point, and now he's at an 87. What some players do to try and earn perfect points is they will speculate, and they will try to find a guy and buy up 10 cards, because you can have 10 cards of the same player in your collection. OOTP doesn't allow any more than that. So for instance, if you would have bought 10 Gaussmans, which were golds, we'll cancel that, and now he's a perfect, you would have bought him for maybe 1,500 points, and you bought 10 of them. So you would have spent 15,000 perfect points. Now he's a perfect. He's worth 20,000 points. You sell 10 of them. That's 200,000 perfect points. That buys you a high quality player or two for your team. So the best speculation is from diamond to perfect. Try and find the guys like a Josh Hader, an Arez. Get 10 of them. And if they go perfect next month, you made a lot of points. It's a little tougher gold to diamond because you're only going up 3,000 points. And going from bronze to silver, you're going from 25 to 100 points. So you're not making as many points. These are the guys you want to try and speculate on because they can bank you a lot of perfect points. All right. We'll see you very soon in the next segment. Here we are with the last segment for this video. It is late afternoon on Tuesday, and we are currently in gold, 303, and it is May 23rd in the 2030 season. So we'll do a quick overview of where the team is at, who's performing well, who is not performing well, and then we'll open up a few packs to end off the episode. every once in a while I like to go through and post a comment from users. And I love you guys for posting comments. Thank you. It helps the YouTube algorithms push the video to other recommended lists, and it might draw in a few more watchers as well. So this one is from Vinny. Thank you, Vinny, for subscribing recently and catching up on some of the older videos. Means a lot to me. It really does. I really enjoy making Perfect Team content. And as you said, there's not a lot of OOTP video creators out there. There are some franchise OOTP players that take over a team and then they build it up over a few seasons, but not a lot of Perfect Team creators, at least not on YouTube, maybe on other platforms, but I enjoy making these videos. And when I get comments like this, I want to kind of shout them out once in a while. So Vinny also mentions that he has some trouble with base stealing and base running. And I agree with you. This version of the game, it's a lot more difficult to steal bases. You get thrown out a lot. And I think you really have to evaluate the talent on your opposing teams. Take a look in your league. If there are a lot of Mike Piazzas, you can steal more. You can push those sliders up a little bit. If you're facing a lot of Pud Rodriguez and the high quality catchers with a lot of ability and a strong arm, you really want to tone your sliders down because you're going to get thrown out a lot. So yeah, it's a matter of kind of sizing up your opposition with base stealing and running, but I find I'm having a lot of difficulty with that as well. The other comment that Vinny made was about the cards, that there doesn't seem to be a lot of the high quality cards. Once again, I completely agree with that. I think OOTP in this version is kind of staggering the good cards throughout the next year or two, and I'm cool with that. The only thing is that the teams tend to really get to find out the good cards early, and then you have half the league with the same cards. For instance, in the higher leagues, everyone's got the Hank Aaron. Everyone has, a Jimmy Foxx. Everyone has, if they can, the Lou's the big guy at first base. Pitching wise, again, there's some meta players that a lot of the teams tend to get. Live players, I'll be quite honest, they're kind of garbage, especially past the silver level. They're okay if you're in an entry pool or the bronze or the iron leagues, but once you get past silver, there's not many live players that you can put on your team. Other than maybe AJ Minter in the bullpen. He just turned perfect. He's got good ratings. A lot of teams are kind of trying him out in gold and diamond. He might be a guy that you can keep around. But other than that, it's all the historical players. Also, I'd recommend that if you can, try to get some of the limited cards. I have a couple. I have Freddie Freeman, and Freddie Freeman has done really well on my team so far. He has only been on there a short little bit of time, but he's performed pretty good. And this year he's hitting 296. Can't complain about that. Again, limited edition, only 25 of him out there. And the other limited edition was, again, Ross Barnes, 100 of his card. And he has done fairly well for me as well, hitting 298 this season. And he had a little bit of a down season in Diamond one year, but otherwise he's been a solid player for me. So I would say if you can get these limited edition cards and even the platinum cards, I don't have a lot of them in my lineup. I do have Pat Henkin, who I tried out, and he did really well in Diamond. He was a 2.97 ERA, 120 WHIP. He was our reliever of the year in 2029. Not doing as well in gold, but I'm going to give him a few more innings, see if he can pick it up a little bit. But you might want to look out for those platinum cards and for the limited edition cards. They seem to be doing better than in previous years. All right, let's take a quick peek at where we are. Kurt Schilling, Mark Pryor, you guys, what's up with you? That's not acceptable. 1 win? Come on. Red Faber, 833. Not acceptable. Come on. You got to do better than that. In fact, I'm going to take Red Faber out. I'm going to put in AJ Minter, the only live guy that I trust in my lineup at the gold level. And we're going to put you kind of in that middle relief setup role. See what you can do now that you are a perfect player. Hitting wise, Mel Ott. Come on, Mel. Monday morning, I'm going to see you in the office. In fact, I want to see you tomorrow, Wednesday morning, in my front office. Be there 8 a.m. because you are not performing like a gladiator should. 197, 179 average? Mel, come on, buddy. 179? You've got 1 home run this year when you've been double digits every year of your career here? You are an original gladiator right from year 1. I expect better from you. So come on, move you down in the lineup a little bit. Wake you up. You want a better spot in the lineup? Prove it. I love in fantasy sports how you can talk like this to your players because they don't talk back. It's wonderful. Who else we got performing and not performing? Hank Aaron, Kevin Kiermaier, Ross Barnes have really good wars. Sewell, Ott, Shoeless Joe. I like you, Shoeless Joe, but it's going to be time to replace you pretty soon. And you can see my stolen bases are not very good. Yeah. And I've got my slider turned down a fair bit on stolen bases because I don't trust these guys in this version of the game. So it's probably one of the worst stolen bases in the entire league, even though it's still pretty early. So that's where we are in terms of relegation. Not used to this. In gold especially. Diamond, yeah, I understood it, but gold, we should be doing much better with the players that we have. So we got to wake these guys up. All right, guys, I'm going to end off with my traditional pack opening. You guys need to bring it once again. Come on. You guys have been there for me all season, every season. None of this bronze live. I want a platinum. I want a historical. I want a gold. And I'll take a diamond. Thank you. You guys have been the best in terms of card pulling. 96 Max Scherzer. I'll take it. That's 4,000 perfect points. In fact, I'll probably hang on to him. We'll see. I'm not sure if he'll go perfect next month. I might hang on to him. You guys brought it, just like I asked you to. Everything else is bonus. We did get another silver player there. Let's go with the platinum. Come on. Need a platinum card just to kind of flex a little bit. 5 more packs to end off the episode. 69 bronze, not good. Need a platinum. What's with all these live players? This pack is just skunkish. Garbage. 65 live is the best? Yuck. Ugh. Well, we got a 74. Got another historical. 2 more packs. I want at least a platinum. Come on, at least a platinum. 3 historical bronze. Better than nothing. All right, I'm going to call it. I'm going to call a 71 platinum card. Yeah, I'm really reaching for the roof here. 71 platinum to end off our pack opening today. Boom. Here it is. 69 bronze. Well, guys, we did get the 1 diamond. Got a couple silver. Few historical. but nothing that I can put in the thumbnail to say, yes, what a pack opening, clickbait, clickbait. No, I can't do that because I did not pull a perfect card or even a high platinum card. We will end off there. Let's take a look at my missions. I do have a couple complete. However, I already have a Francisco Liriano, so I'll be selling him. And I do have a Kevin Kiermaier. If you do not, go get him, guys. He is a stud in center field, and he will do well for you all the way up through gold. If you don't have Kevin Kiermaier and you're in a low level, he's one guy you should spend some money on. How much is he going for? Just to give you an idea. Let's take a look, shall we, at how he's done. Average, he's not going to be a high average guy. In fact, he's having his best year this year in gold. And fielding wise, look at the 3.6 ZR. Career wise, 11.4, 13.0. Yeah, he is a guy you want in center field. What's he going for on the card shop, you ask? Well, thank you for asking. Let's find him. A very affordable 4,400. Yeah, he's a must-have. If you're in bronze or silver or iron league, you have to have him as your center fielder. I mean, unless you've got, there's not many other better players really. Unless you've got some 100 perfect historicals, go get Kevin. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, it's a great day for baseball. Maybe not for the Gladiators because they're really sucking in gold this year, but we'll pick it up. I have confidence. Mel, in my office tomorrow morning. We need to talk. Have a wonderful day, guys. We will see you in the next episode.